Our plan for day 4 of our trip was as follows. Spend some more time exploring Mostar Old Town before checking out of the hotel. Then after checkout, we would drive to Kravica Falls. Then on the way back, stop by Počitelj Fortress before heading to our accommodation near Blagaj. We of course spent some more time around the old Mostar Bridge, or Stari Most, in Bosnia. It was originally commissioned by the Ottoman Sultan Suleiman and completed in 1566 by the architect Mimar Hayruddin. Famous for its elegant single-arch design, the 28-meter-long bridge stood for 427 years before being deliberately destroyed by shelling in 1993 during the Bosnian War. After which a meticulous, international project using original techniques and stone from the same quarry saw it rebuilt and reopened in 2004, was later designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. We walked around the old town exploring the shops, architecture, and views from both sides of the river. Mostar is definitely worth spending time in, and we should have planned for more time here, but we had to get back to our hotel and check out. And just as with the way into the hotel, our host drove the car up the hill for us. The road to Kravica waterfalls is certainly interesting, with amazing views on either side. One of the interesting scenes along the way is the Herzegovina Bridge, which you can't miss while driving towards it. It opened in September 2024 and is a key infrastructure project on the pan-European corridor, linking the Bosnian towns of Počitelj and Zvirovići and creating a direct highway connection to Croatia and the European Union. This nearly 1 kilometer-long bridge crosses the Neretva River and is notable for its impressive height, with piers reaching up to 97 meters, making it one of the highest bridges in the region. Beyond the bridge, we drove along the Neretva River and past Počitelj, which looked amazing from the roadside, so we were glad we planned to stop here on the way back. As we approached the waterfalls area and saw the size of the car park, we realized how busy this area must be in the height of the summer season, and we're appreciative that we chose autumn to visit Bosnia. The walk to the falls takes 10 to 15 minutes along a well-maintained paved trail with stairs. Interestingly enough, The name Kravica is said to have come about because a cow, Krava in Bosnian, wandered too close to the river's edge, tumbled in, but miraculously survived the fall. It was later found unharmed at the base of the waterfall, leading locals to name the falls Kravica in its honor. The falls themselves are very impressive, forming a dramatic semicircular amphitheater of water, standing approximately 25 meters high and stretching 120 meters wide across its expanse. For visitors, Kravica offers numerous experiences beyond simply viewing the falls. Swimming in its year-round 20 degrees Celsius water, renting kayaks or boats, or hiking around the surrounding trails. The beach area is also good for relaxing or sitting in a restaurant, but our interest was limited to simply viewing the falls. Our next stop was the town of Počitelj, where we wanted to hike up to Počitelj Fortress. This included a drive back the way we came, along Highway E73, and took about 30 minutes. And when the sat-nav told us to make a sharp turn on the highway, it wasn't kidding. And as we discovered driving around Bosnia, sharp turns have a different meaning here. The town and fort were definitely one of the highlights of the trip. This hike through the town, which is an active artist colony, was full of artistic and Ottoman and European architecture, amazing views, and serene natural sounds, interrupted by the occasional truck driving along the highway below. The views from the top were spectacular, even on a cloudy day, but we could see the river in both directions, as well as the bridge ahead of us. It was late afternoon by the time we left Počitelj, and we were hungry since we hadn't had breakfast after the gigantic dinner of the previous night. So our goal was simple: make our way towards our accommodation for the night and look for a place to have an early dinner along the way. We particularly wanted to find our accommodation before dark, since it was in quite a rural location, and we didn't want to have trouble finding it. So we started driving back along Highway E73 while looking up a place for dinner. After about 30 minutes drive, we reached the Blagaj area, and as we drove, saw one restaurant that looked interesting, since it was by the river, so we stopped to see it, but realized it served Italian food and also had mediocre reviews, so we decided to skip it and went to a new cafe that seems to have opened recently and was closer to our destination. We made the right choice, even though it seemed empty when we got there. It was likely because we were eating at an odd time. The service was great, the food was even better, fresh, local, and filling. It was time to find our accommodation, as we were about 30 minutes to sunset. So we set our directions towards this permaculture homestead, which is said to have an exquisite breakfast. The drive took us off the main road and onto local country roads, but it wasn't hard to find based on the coordinates we were given. The place was the top floor of a farmhouse in a very rural area, where our hosts live a self-sufficient lifestyle by growing as much of their own food as possible. It was very interesting talking with them and learning about the lifestyle. After some time, we made arrangements for breakfast in the morning and retired for the night, backing up our media cards and charging our devices for the next day. If you like this video, then please hit the like button, leave a comment, or subscribe to see my other videos. Thanks for watching.